Hey guys, I want to introduce you to my new friend MuMu, who you've probably already seen on the internet as her video just went viral. Free the nip. We're going to get all into it, all into her head. Here she is. So nice to have you on the show.
Nice to be here.
It's a really nice background too, being in your studio, watching you sing a little bit. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was fun to have you here.
You definitely broke the internet. Over 1 million views in 2 weeks with Free the Nip. I have to say, first and foremost, how did you get from where you were to where you are now?
Whoa. Like from my mother?
Let's see, you were acting, you were doing a lot of different stuff, and now you have your passion in music and a awesome video. So tell me a little bit about that journey.
Well, all right. So yeah, I grew up in New York. I was acting. I loved acting, but it didn't feel quite like enough for me. There wasn't a lot of creative control that I had, and I guess I'm a bit of a creative control freak. And with music, I'm able to make the album art. I'm able to choose, write the script for the music videos, choose who I work with, the lyrics, everything. It just feels like every part of it is this exciting creative experience. So my music was sort of hiding in the background for a while, and after a couple people just were kind of coming to me and being like, you know what, it's rude for you to hold back. Like it's what's the point? What are you doing if you're not doing what you're meant to be doing? And so yeah, 2 years ago I just started putting my music out, and yeah,
we are so lucky. And speaking of your mother, I bet she's really proud of you.
My mom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a little too proud, Like she tends to tell a lot of stories, And
you're telling quite the story with Free the Nip. What is the message behind this?
Okay, behind Free the Nip?
Yeah.
Well, so Free the Nipple is a movement not started by me, and it's been going on for a few decades actually. And so in the early 90s in New York, it became legal to be topless on the streets as a woman, with your tits out, with your nips out. And then it just was like so stigmatized that nobody really does it. And then, Instagram and Facebook also have no female nipples allowed policy. It's very strange, including breastfeeding. Like if a nip is out in a breastfeeding picture, it's just like, no. So very sexualized as we are as women in the world. And then, yeah, I think I was it sort of started as a joke, honestly. I was in that booth, and I was working with Jamie, and he was like, I'm going to roll and just say stuff and keep saying stuff. And Free the Nip just kept coming out of my mouth. And I came out like, sorry, dude, for all the jokes in there. And then he was like, I think we need to write that. I think that's the song.
Oh my God, that's so funny how that came about.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I grew up in a family of women, my mom and like 5 sisters, and there weren't men in the house, and so except my dog, but he's questionable.
I think he frees the nips too,
Oh, he loves freeing the nip only. Yeah, free the collar, free it all. So I was fortunate enough to grow up in a family of loud women who weren't afraid to say what they were thinking at any point. So I learned that, and then I guess as my world got bigger, as I traveled outside of New York and got to meet different people and talk to different minded people, and I started realizing that we weren't all like that. We weren't all like my pack of women family, and it was frustrating to me to see that as a lot of people are frustrated by a lot of reasons, that everyone is oppressed, because everyone is in some way, but my own is specific to my experience, and mine is like, why do I have to wear what you want me to wear, or cover what you want me to cover, or say what you want me to say? Because Free the Nip, the song, isn't actually just about showing your nipples. Like, show your nipples or don't. I mean, by all means, like, cover yourself from head to toe if that's what you want. Just make sure it's what you want. That's the point. And it goes past clothing as well. There's a whole dance scene of these kids, these like badass girls just like killing it. And they're obviously they're not freeing the nip. They're doing it in a more metaphorical sense. They're just being who they are, and they're expressing their rage and emotions and anything else that they want, and we're there to listen. And that was the point. Like who's censoring you, and are you consenting to it? And if not, then change.
That's pretty wise. And I love the kids scene that you were talking about. I love all the scenes in your music video, but I have to say my favorite is you roller skating with it all out. How did you come up with these concepts, and how did you get people to do it with you?
I know, right? I still don't understand. We had like over 40 people working on that music video. When I go through the emails and look at everyone, like a lot of people showed up for it. And that was what was really amazing about the whole project, is we had like a no budget thing going on. And I rollerblade always. And so like we knew that I would have to rollerblade in the video, because I that's just who I am, and that's just what my feet do. I have clogs on right now, and they're my studio clogs. My rollerblades are on the
They're hot. They're really hot.
Right? Thank you. So I guess we just kind of wrote emails. Like there's all these women that are featured in the stores in the video, and like there's an antique shop owner. There's like a woman that works in a Dominican restaurant. There's a drag queen at the bar, and so all of these women I just sort of went to like on the street for the most part. The drag queen's a good friend of mine. Golden Delicious is her name. She's perfect. But the other women, I just went to their shop and I was like, whoa, do you own this store? And they're like, yep. And I'm like, can you be in this video? It's a feminist piece. It's my song. I'm producing it, and I think that you are awesome, and I just want you to like sort of have your time. And almost everybody that I asked, it was so wild. I mean, like they were like, yes, I'm in. Even the kids' mothers. That's where I thought we'd have a big problem. Of course. I went to a school, this guy, Greg Prince, he's a great friend of mine, and he runs a drama department in a performing arts school in New York City. And I was like, can I see your kids and see who wants to be in this video? And he was like, yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah. So I met these kids, and we chose who we wanted, and I emailed their parents, and their parents were immediately like, feminist piece, my kid, hell yeah. Like, when do you need us? We're there. And that was it. Everybody just showed up.
It's definitely a popular topic, and it's nice to see that everyone was on board with your message, because you're so passionate about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I guess there's a lot of like, there's some backlash online. There's some people that are not happy with the concept of women having a choice of showing their nipples or not. And it's interesting. Like, I guess the hard part for me was like, I wrote the song on a whim, kind of half joking. And then the more we went on, the more I was like, no, but seriously, like if I want to free the nip, I'm going to free the damn nip. And like, I'm going to do it in a video. And then, so there. And I guess like the kind of the hard part for me is like, I don't mean to offend anyone. Like, this is not at all to make anyone angry or to make them feel not heard or to make them uncomfortable. It's just like, and so, yeah, that's a hard, I guess this is the first experience I've had of anything that's my brainchild going viral. And it's hard to kind of contemplate like the people pleasy side of me that's like, how do we make this right? I mean, like, I really am so sorry that you feel like your grandma would be offended by this video. Like, how do I fix it? And then the other side is like, you know what? Change the channel. Like, go to a different YouTube channel. That's really... And why are you YouTubing nipples and finding this video if you don't want to see them?
You know, I don't mean to go all Oprah, but the thing is, whether you're going to get whether you get negative or positive comments, come on, we're in the business. We understand. You're getting your message out, and that's the most exciting part. So I have to ask you, what's up your sleeve, MuMu? Are you going to do more music videos? Are you going on tour?
So I've actually made a bunch of music videos. 4 of them are released for 4 songs that I have out. So I've been releasing them as singles and putting a visual to it, and then they come out at the same time. I have Battle Cry, It Ain't You, Control, Free the Nip, and another song is coming very soon. Yeah, so they all have videos, and then the goal is by mid this year, 2019, I will have an album out. I was just on tour in Australia. I'll be on tour in Ecuador in April. And we have a show at Sylvana's in Harlem. On February 4th at 9 p.m.
And you can also get her awesome nail color in Harlem, too. Just letting everyone know.
Yeah, we discussed my nail color. It's mood-changing colors, so...
And speaking of that, the mood for your general theme for your tour, your music, all that kind of stuff, is it feminist concentrated, or do you have different messages out there for everyone?
You know what? I would like to say that there's different messages, but I think it's pretty feminist concentrated. But also, that doesn't mean that it's women concentrated. Like feminist dudes, I'm all about them. I'm just like, bring them on. I think all of my male friends are feminists, like self-proclaimed feminists, and I think that's just cool to be like, hey, you know what? This is not a gender-assigned title.
Well, you know what? It was so nice to meet you, and thank you for including me as part of this conversation. It was wonderful. Can't wait to see your success. You're awesome, girl. Keep rocking it.
Come back anytime.